Hi there and welcome to BATIMU FM, and of course when you hear this, no, it is Talents Promo kicking off, and of course today we have a special guest. She will be talking to us about her album launch. She is Addy Timany. Yes, the team keeping you company in today's edition of the program Talents Promo. Of course, we have Marcel Adik at the Essence Studios of BATIMU FM out there in Germany. We have moral support from you, Cassandra Kinde, Wilcom Messi, and to you, Katin Damsa. And of course, we always have good music on this station from you, DJ Raspetosh and Midi Mix DJ. And it's a special edition, of course, and we'll also have our man out there, Marcel Adik, will also be contributing to this wonderful program. It's Talents Promo. We're going to ride on now with a track from Addy's album entitled Turning the Corner. You're going to discover more about that. But then, let's listen to this one. When Jesus says yes. Okay, let's move on now.
Je t'ai dans tout état vraiment. Mais grâce à Dieu, j'ai tout vaincu. Parce que quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. I tell you what, when the Lord has said yes to you, nobody can say no. I mean nobody. Oh yes, that's right. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non.
Yes, actually, we are already dancing out here in the studios, out here in Antwerp, Belgium. Yes, we have Addy. Addy is right here with us in today's edition of Talents Promo. Hello, Addy.
Hello, Titus.
Yes, how are you doing today? Yeah, fine, thank you. You happen to be the first artist to visit the studios of BATIMU FM and taking a live interview. So how do you feel? Yes, Addy, we do understand that you had the launch of this album. That was on November 1, to be precise.
Yes.
So, how was it?
To be honest, it was awesome. The turnout was really great, and I am happy because everybody who came had a good impression about it. So,
okay. Now, what next after this album launch?
After this album launch, there's a whole lot of things that I have to do, like going on promotion, trying to make the album heard in so many places around Europe, in Belgium, Cameroon. So I'm working on looking at the promotion of the album.
Ah, okay. So how many tracks do you have in this album?
There are 5 tracks on the album.
Yes, our technician is signaling that you have to talk a bit closer to your microphone.
Okay.
Yes. So, how many tracks again?
5 tracks on the album.
5 tracks. And what are some of the themes that you exploit?
The theme that I exploited most in the songs is that of hope. I'm trying to give hope to the destitute, to those who are, frustrated, those who are stressed out. So it's a message of hope to my people out there.
Ah, okay. Yes, it's a message of hope. And then why did the title Turning the Corner?
Turning the Corner, like I said, is a message of hope that I'm trying to send out. Personally, I have been through a lot of things in my life, and I believe that so many people have been through worse situations. So I'm trying to let the public know that you will turn a new page in your life. You will turn a new leaf. So that situation will not, it will just, you will be more than it. So you have brighter days ahead.
Yes, Addy. Before we go to the next question, let me not go into that. We had a very popular, it looks like there is a very popular voice in this track. That's track 3. Who is this person?
You're right, Titus. First and foremost, quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. It is a popular song that is sung around, when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. I took it and had to come up with a Bikutsi rhythm, something that people could really dance to it. Mm-hmm. And God's so kind. We have Kodo Sitoni, who did a featuring in the song.
Yes.
He listened to it and he was very impressed and wanted to lend his voice, lend his support. And that is how we came up with the duet.
Yes, did that just happen haphazardly, or you actually had it in mind to, have such a great Bikusi artist to feature in your album?
Not at all, Titus. It was just God's doing, because when I got to the studio, I did the song. Coincidentally, he had come to work, in that same studio. That was in Paris,
yes.
Adolphe Kumbaboy studio.
Yeah.
So he listened to it and he was really impressed. And what he told me was this: I love to see talents like this. I like to encourage people who are coming up this way. So I would love to lend my support. I would love to do the song with you. I was all over the place with joy. I was so happy because this is somebody that I look up to. He's amazing in the Cameroon movie music industry, so to speak. Yeah.
Yes, we do understand that it's, as you did say a few minutes ago, it's a 5-track album.
Yes.
And it's your debut album, so to say.
Yes.
So can you, in a nutshell, describe your rhythm?
Well, my rhythm is mostly Afro-pop.
Mm-hmm.
But in this album, I try to include a bit of everything. Bikutsi, Makossa, danceable rhythms that people would listen and just jump on their feet and be all over the place and dancing for the Lord in a passionate manner.
Okay, yes. Let us know, why did you try to, play around with other rhythms, the Makossa? Why is it the marketing strategy, or is it just that,
we live in a complex society, and Cameroon, first of all, is really diversified when it comes to tribes and things, and the African society too out here. I wanted a rhythm where everybody could find their place in. Those who come from the littoral, those who come from the center province, those who come from, I don't know, all over the place. You just find your place in one of any of the songs and dance to it.
Okay, yes, Addy, we'll be coming back to you. Let's listen to yet another track from the album entitled Turning the Corner. This time, it's going to be Joyful Praise. So let's listen. While we have our man out there, our studios in SN, they are open, and we know Marcel Adik will definitely be filing in a question from that end, one or two questions. Before then, let's listen to this one, Joyful Praise.
He is my strength and my salvation. In him shall I trust. In him shall I trust. He is my light. Without him, there's nothing I can do. The Lord is my strength and my salvation. In him shall I trust. In him I put my trust. He lifts me. cassé, j'étais fatigué, traumatisé, j'ai perdu mes droits. Ah oui, hein, j'étais dans tout état vraiment. Mais grâce à Dieu, j'ai tout vaincu. Parce que quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non.
Yes, quand Jésus dit, personne ne peut dire non. That is Addy Timany. Now we had some technical difficulties getting through to Marcel Addy out there in SN. We'll definitely be going back to Marcel in just a couple of minutes. But then, let's continue to listen to this wonderful one by Addy. I actually love this one too. Let's get on with good music. It's all on BATIMU FM, and of course the program is Talents Promo.
Nobody can say no. I mean nobody. Oh yes, that's right. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non.
Oh yes, so we're going to try to see if our man is on the line. Marcel, are you with us? Good day out there in SN, Germany.
Good morning, Titus. Good morning, Addy.
Good morning, Marcel.
So, congratulations first, Addy, on your maiden album launch. Here, from what you said, it was very successful.
Thank you very much.
But first, I would like to know where you got your musical background from.
Yes, please. I started way back when I was like 8 or 9 years old. Right from school, I used to sing special numbers. You know, I had my little gospel group right up to when I was in opposite. We had a group of 6 girls called Zenith Sisters in the days. We would sing at functions around Bamenda, Bali. And then later on, I belonged to a musical gospel group called Douala Inter Choir. That was based in Douala. So we used to have concerts at Cinema Lovuri once every year called Pac Chanté. And I was the lead singer for the group. And then when I moved to Europe, I belonged to a gospel band, global gospel group. And then I also sang at the mass choir at the Sports Palace here in Antwerp during Benny Hinn's crusade. So it's a long, long way.
And your album, Turning the Corner, how long did it take you to put this in place?
It took me 2 months to put it in place. I started in June.
And so what creative control do you have over these songs? Are you the one who wrote the songs? Are you the one, who put everything together? Or what is your writing? If you're the one who wrote the songs, how do you come about these songs?
Yes, I actually wrote all of the songs. I got my inspiration first and foremost from God, and then from the things that I have personally been through in life. It's a whole lot. And I look at the things that happen around me, you know, people's experiences, and I put all of these things together to come up with the songs.
Wow, that is great. It's a great album with over 5 tracks, and I guess you worked with other artists, or I don't know if you worked alone. Who worked on with you on this album?
Yeah, I did the recording in Paris at K-Boy Music Studio, Adolphe Kumbaboy. And then I had a guest artist on this track, When Jesus Says Yes, Kodo Sitoni. I met him at the studio and he got really impressed with what he heard. So he wanted to learn his voice. That is how we came up with the duet. And then Joyful Praise features a great Nigerian gospel artist who did a backup for Uche, the famous Uche, you know, in France. So those are the artists that, you know, featured on the album. And then the backups too were done by other local-based artists in France.
Exactly. Now the album is out, and fans are certainly longing to listen to these tracks. Where can they buy or listen to these tracks?
Yes, I am going to put it online so that people will be able to download from iTunes and Amazon. And then there's going to be distribution networks around Europe, in Germany, in Holland. You know, BATIMU FM, you can always contact BATIMU FM, or you contact me on my Facebook and my number.
Yes, and of course, BATIMU FM out there in SN. Mark, are you with us?
Exactly.
Yes, so we'll definitely have an outlet out there at the BATIMU FM studios in Essen, Germany, and that's where if anybody needs a copy. And Mark, I would like to tell you that it's quite a good album. Just judging from the jacket, you definitely know that it's something good. But then she's not proving us wrong, because with this track, When Jesus Says Yes, it's quite scintillating and danceable, you know.
Yeah, it's quite a catching track, and I've been listening to it since it was being played. This is the first time I'm listening to it, and I'm very, very impressed and amazed at the wonderful work she's put into this maiden album.
Thank you, Marcel. Thank you.
So, Andy, what next? What next are we expecting from you?
Yes. First and foremost, I'm looking at the promotion of the album. I want to go around, make a tour, let people listen to the music, and then get back to work as soon as possible. There's a lot of new things that are going to pop up.
Yes, Mark?
Yes, Titus.
Yes, maybe we you know, this is a kind of a special edition of Talents Promo, and Addy is not only a gospel artist, she's also an actress, and she has featured in a couple of movies way back in Cameroon, and here she's also a producer. Maybe you have some questions for her as concerns her other side.
Well, it seems as if we are having a multi-talented artist there in studio. And I mean, but I would like to, let us just leave the listeners to listen to some of these tracks before we come back to the questions.
Okay, that's right, Mark. Yes, that was our man out there, Marcel Adik, SN Studios of BATIMU FM. Yes, let's continue to listen to this very wonderful track from Addy. Addy is a guest into this edition of the program. Talents Promo is all on BATIMU FM with Titus Banyoh out here in Belgium and Marcel Adik out there in Essen, Germany. Let's listen. When Jesus says yes, of course, when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. And when Jesus says yes, we have to interview Addy Timany. We have to do that. Nobody can say no. Yes, Mark, let's listen to this one.
Hey. Marcel, my sister, now which radio this so?
My dear, na BATIMU FM, oh, the radio no easy.
No tell me.
BATIMU FM go give you the best music. Fine program them. I beg just tune in www.batimufm.com.
I go do am now so. Who go see fine thing, no try am?
Yes, so you fit listen self for your phone. Just download TuneIn app for your phone, then search BATIMU FM.
BATIMU FM na number 1 oh.
And we're going to continue to listen
Je t'ai dépassé, je t'ai fatigué, traumatisé, j'ai perdu le droit. Ah oui, hein, j'étais dans tout état vraiment. Mais grâce à Dieu, j'ai tout vaincu. Parce que quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. Quand Jésus dit oui, personne ne peut dire non. I tell you what.
Yes, when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. That's Addy Timany. That's a translation from French to English. Okay, we are still on the program Talents Promo with Addy as our guest. She just released an album, a 5-track album entitled Turning the Corner. But Addy is also an actress in the Cameroonian film industry. We will be asking Addy a few questions on the other side of Addy. Okay, we still have our man out there. Begin with Marcel from the SM studios of BATIMU FM. Marcel, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm savoring the good music from Addy.
But unfortunately, I'm going to stop it for now to have a clearer version of the interview. Are we okay?
Certainly.
Okay, Marcel, right on.
Yes, Addy, you are a multi-talented artist, and you are also a film actress and a producer. Where do you get all this inspiration, and how did you come into film even?
Yes, actually, God has been my inspiration. Like I always say, God has given me and other people a lot of talents. So I asked myself, what am I going to do with these talents that God has implanted in me? That is how I just decided to use them all to His glory. As an actress, that I had not done before. I just stumbled into it. I always say this. So God so kind, I got to it through an aunt, and then till date, I have been doing, my best in the industry. And then singing is something that I started way back. I've done backup too for great artists in the studio, back home and here. So that is how I go about it.
Just to follow up, do you really understood what you were going in for when you decided to do acting or wanted to become an actress?
Yes. Actually, I just got into it. I stumbled into it through my aunt. Then when I was on the field already, I discovered that there were so many things that I could use acting to pass across. A lot of messages you can pass through movies. Entertaining people, you can do it through movies. So I like to pass a message of hope. I like to speak to someone through the movies that I do and through the music that I sing. I want to touch somebody out there.
And how do you feel about watching yourself on screen months after you have acted, or years after you have performed in front of the camera?
It's funny that most of the times when I act, I don't even like to watch myself later, because I look at scenes and I'm like, oh, I could have done better here. I could have said this. I could have said that. I'm my greatest critic. Funny enough.
Yes, Mark, maybe we try to know from Addy some of the movies which she has produced personally, and of course those that she actually started off with. We do understand that one of the front liners of the Cameroon film production was Mfu Ebenezer, and it looks like you participated in one of his productions. So could we know some of the films in which you actually featured in?
Yes, I actually started with sitcoms. There was there was a sitcom that I did for CRTV that was way back in 2005. That was the Baliguel production at the time. So I did that. Then I moved to Douala. I did sitcoms for STV, which was aired on Lulu Efange's Good Morning Cameroon. And then from there, I did Cycle of Trauma with Fu Ebenezer. He watched what I was doing on STV, and then he gave me a call. I went for an audition, and that was how I got the role to feature as the lead actress in his movie Cycle of Trauma. Then later, I did The Blues Kingdom with Agbo Gilbert in Manfei as an attendant to the Queen. Then I moved to Europe. I did Critical Point with Can Quintus. I did My Husband's Friends, which I produced personally, which is still to be out. Then I did Confused Bachelors by Simon Tima. Then I moved to Sweden to do Illegal Immigrants, produced by Jeanette Agbo, one of the lead actresses. So it's yet to be out any moment from now.
Yes, Mark, that's, I lack words, but then, Mark, if you have something, let's continue with the interview.
That's quite a catalog of movies there. And how has it been working with other actors? And which has been one of your favorite roles in any of these films?
It's been very awesome. It's always a pleasure working with other people. I tell you, we learn every day. There are people that I look up to. You can learn even from somebody who just sweeps the street in the movie. So it's a great experience for me because it's adventurous, and then it's a learning place for me. And then the production I have really enjoyed most is the one in Sweden, and which is titled Illegal Immigrants. I love it because I am telling the story of what happens around here in Europe. We all have passed through it in one way or the other. So I feel comfortable explaining what goes on so that other people can learn from it and know what to expect if they want to come to Europe or not.
Yes, Mark, let me just ask this one. Yes, Addy, we know that being an actress and being a producer and now singing, how do you manage all this?
Yeah, I believe all of these things are interwoven. It's about entertainment, and the talent is there, so I cannot sit on them. I just feel comfortable doing any of them. It's like waking up from sleep and singing. It's my life. Acting is my life, too, so it's fun for me doing it.
Yes, which of the films has been the most challenging?
I still go back to Cycle of Trauma because I had to go mad in that movie. I had to run the streets of Bonaberry, had a wound under my leg just to show how mad I was. So it brought out a lot. You can imagine trying to be mad, being mad when you're not mad. I had to study how mad people behave to be able to give my best. So it was so tough, but I'm glad I could do it, and the feedback was amazing.
Yes, Marcel?
Yes, Addy, is there any secret behind, do you have any secret behind your success in all these movies?
The only secret I can say is trust in God. It is God and no other person. Any other person can do it, I believe. Some are born with it, some learn it along the way. So just trust God and believe in yourself and your talent. Forget about the fame. There's nothing like fame if you don't have talent. Just do what you know how to do best, and I trust you will succeed. And then have the right attitude, because talent sometimes is not enough. Know how to relate with people. Know how to be obedient, submissive. It pays a lot than the talent.
Wow,
Marcel?
that's great. And has there been any person like role model who has influenced you to be what you are today, to have this courage to do what you're doing today?
Definitely, there must always be people that one looks up to. There are people like in Nigeria. I love Genevieve Naji. I love Seikpe Etim. I love what they are doing. In Cameroon, we have a lot of people. I keep saying it. There is Solange Yijika. She really inspires a lot. There is Epule Jeffrey. A whole lot of them are doing so much out there. I appreciate them. There's Sandra Fondufe. There is Okawa Shazne. I mean, it's about Cameroon film industry. So anything to boost this industry, I am very proud and happy to identify with.
Wow, that's great. And, there is this thing that everyone loves, celebrity. So what advice would you give to the youth of today, especially Cameroonian youth who are aspiring to be actors and actresses like you?
What I can tell them is that they should have the passion for what they are doing. It's not just about being a celebrity. You should have something that you want to offer. There should be something in you. So if you're out that you just want to be a celebrity, I bet you will fail big time. Just come with your passion and believe in yourself and in the Lord God, and you will succeed.
Yes,
Wow,
listeners, actually, we are having a very wonderful interview out here, and want to say that it's the first of its kind on BATIMU FM because we have our studios, all of our studios participating. Marcel Adik at the SN Studios, and of course Titus Banyoh in Belgium. Yes, Marcel, you have had the day with definitely all the questions, but then want to say that let's listen to good music, and of course it's from Adi, and we'll be wrapping off this interview. One last word, Marcel, or one last question.
Yes, you have been on film sets, in music studios. So how do you enjoy your relaxation time away from all this?
Wow, there is always time to relax. I try as much as possible to create time because the system itself doesn't permit you to have that time, but you can always make time. And I really have fun when I want to. I listen to music. I go out to the movies. I go out to eat. I go out to other outdoor activities a lot. So you can always create time for that.
Wow, thank you very much. It has been nice talking to you from our studios here in Germany. Over to you, Titus.
The pleasure is all mine, Alex. The pleasure is mine. So Marcel, sorry. It's my pleasure.
Marcel, you've got a new name today. Marcel Alex. Yes, thank you very much, Marcel Adik. He is the supervisor manager BATIMU FM studios out there in Germany, to be precise, in Essen. Yes, we had a wonderful time with Addy Timany on this special edition of Talents Promo. It's all on BATIMU FM. I'm Titus Banyoh, but then before we go, let's listen to this one. When Jesus Says Yes, it's quite a wonderful tune. Yes, at this point in time, we're going to see it's the end of the program, Talents Promo. But then before we go, Addy, one last word.
I want to thank everybody for the support. I love the feedback that I'm getting on the album. Continue to believe in me. Continue to believe in Cameroonians because God has given us a lot of talents. And by His grace, we will go places together. I love you all because without you, I am nobody.
Yes, thank you very much, Addy, for accepting to talk to us. And you had the pride of place. This is the first interview we are having on BATIMU FM with a guest in our studios.
The pleasure was mine, Titus. Thank you so much, and may God continue to empower you to bring out the talents that Cameroon and Africa has.
You're welcome, Addy, and do have a pleasant day. And we wish you the best as you toil through the musical landscape. And to be precise, the gospel musical genre, which is actually gaining grounds these days. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Oh yes, sir.
Guys,
We have come to the end of Talents Promo. We had Addy Timany as our guest, and of course the beautiful team in today's edition of the program was one of you, Marcel Adig out there in Essen, Germany, NS Kanjo for was listening very closely out there in Ohio, Columbus. We had moral support from you, Cassandra Kindem, Wilco Mercy, Catherine Lum Damsa. Of course, music supply on this wonderful station is from you, DJ Ras Petosh and DJ Willie Mix. Oh, Willie Mix DJ at the microphone. I am Titus Banyoh, always there for you. Okay, don't go away. We have lots and lots of interesting things on BATIMU FM. Bye-bye.